If you're a heating and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what does confidence beats discounting every day of the week matter? And how does this impact you as a salesperson? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Silva-Bell, coming to you live for HVAC technician sales secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. Okay, so in sales, everybody wants the moniker, the name closer. They want someone to go, oh, that sales dude or that sales chick is a closer. And there's going to be attributes. There's going to be things about salespeople that are top-notch at sales than people who aren't. So I know of people in multiple industries that are discounters. They live on a discount, and that's how they close the deal. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes to make a deal happen, there is some numbers that have to be modified. But the people who are truly closers may not have to discount. So we're going to 80-20 some sales. 80-20 sales means that if we take 80% of the market and 20% of the market, there's going to be disparity. And if you take sales in general, 80-20 out of 100 salespeople, 80 of them are going to be salespeople. 20% of them are going to be what would be in the category of closers, okay? It doesn't mean that they have every skill, talent, and capability that there is on the planet. They're just in the higher production group, the 20% of the sales that do more than the other 80%. And so I would say that confidence and certainty play a large role in why people close deals after doing as many ride-alongs, as many role plays as I do. So every Monday, I role play with executives, offer owners, CEOs. And one of the things that I find is even some of the people in those groups, along with salespeople, really struggle with putting their message out, even if they have a successful company, okay? So then we got the next group down. We got 20 people. So of 20 people, we're gonna take the groups away. 16 of those are gonna be pretty good. 4 of them are gonna be freaking exceptional, okay? So we're gonna go like second tier, which isn't a bad thing, is gonna be 16 people are really good. 4 people are freaking exceptional. And when you start looking at the attributes of a top performer or of a closer, confidence goes through the roof. Confidence goes through the roof, okay? And last of all, we got the third group. There's out of those 4, so we got 80-20. We're going to take 20. We're going to 80-20 it again. We got 16 and 4, and then we're going to take the 4 and we're going to 80-20 it again. We got 3.2 and 0.80. Less than 1%, less than 1% of the actual sales population could really be considered a closer. So if we get 100 salespeople in a room, 0.8 is going to be that top dude or that top chick that just closes everything. And if you meet that person, their confidence, their certainty is probably through the roof. Do they have to discount? Sometimes, maybe. Do they probably hold gross? Yeah, you bet your butt they do. Now here's the thing. If you want to be better at sales, you want to be good at what you do, you should absolutely join my email publication. Go right here to this URL, type it into a browser, drop in your name, your email address, your phone number. It's an email publication. You get emails from me, you're going to love them. So you're like, hey, Scott, why are we not talking about confidence and discounting? I had to put some information on the table for you to explain that not everybody can be a closer. 20% of the population can claim to be a closer. And of that 20% of the population, if we go 3 levels down, 1 person out of 100 is going to be the best of the best. And, you know, I do a lot of in-home trades, and there are some people who have phenomenal numbers. And statistically speaking, those people are going to be through the roof. I've seen some of them speak. I've seen some interviews with them. They're pretty darn good at what they do, but they have some things that help them. And so for you, you're like, hey, Scott, what can I do to get some confidence so that I don't always have to discount? One, you got to learn how to ask better questions, right? You got to really learn how to ask better questions. It just can't be the standard why questions. You have to get really good at asking questions. Number 2, you got to get good at telling stories. Stories are facts or pieces of information wrapped together into a conduit that make one conglomerate of piece of information that people can recite and tell. And then number 3, you got to get really good at asking for the business. And when somebody says, well, I got to think about it, you have to be able to answer that objection. You have to be able to work through that concern. You have to be able to have the conversation with the people that you meet with. I meet people all day long that are discounters that claim to be closers. And occasionally I meet a closer who really is a closer, right? When you meet a closer, you know it. When you meet a discounter, you know it too. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.